All right, let's get right into it. There is one massive question hanging over pretty much every single creator using AI right now. Is YouTube about to ban my channel? So in this explainer, we're going to break down what is really going on, why it's happening, and, most importantly, how you can stay on the right side of the line. It's the fear that is absolutely everywhere. You've probably seen the headlines, heard the rumors, and it all comes down to this one simple, scary question. Is YouTube declaring an all-out war on AI content? Well, the answer, it's a little complicated. But to really get it, you first need to understand the sheer scale of what just went down. Just look at this number for a second. 4.7 billion. It's one of those numbers that's so huge, it's kind of hard to even wrap your head around. But this isn't some abstract financial figure. This number represents a massive earthquake on the world's biggest video platform. That's right. In what was its most aggressive move yet, YouTube just, poof, vaporized 4.7 billion views. This wasn't a bug or a glitch. This was a targeted strike against content that crossed a brand new, very serious line. And believe me, views were only the beginning of the story. Now this shows you the full collateral damage. Across just 16 big channels, YouTube didn't just wipe out those billions of views. Nope. They also took out 35 million subscribers and what's estimated to be almost $10 million in yearly ad revenue. But here's the absolute key takeaway. This is not about banning all AI. It's about hunting down a very specific type of AI content.
So to really understand why this happened, we have to look at the real target. See, YouTube isn't coming for creators who are using AI as a tool to be more creative. No, they are hunting something else, and it's a term their own CEO has started using, AI slop.
So what in the world is AI slop? Well, in his annual letter to creators, YouTube's CEO, Neil Mohan, he basically defined the enemy. It's content that's just mass-produced. Using the same boring templates over and over again with basically zero human creativity involved. It's stuff designed to game the algorithm, not to actually connect with people.
And this right here perfectly explains their policy. Are you using AI to help you research, or to brainstorm a script, or maybe speed up your editing? That is totally fine. YouTube sees that as you using AI as a tool. But are you setting up a channel that just automatically pumps out videos with no human touching it at all? Well, that's using AI as the creator, and that is exactly what's getting the hammer.
So what does this look like in the wild? Well, we're talking about channels like Cuentos Fascinantes, which had almost 6 million subscribers, but was just making these AI animations where literally only the character names would change. Or another one, Imperio de Jesus, which just churned out AI-narrated Bible stories day after day after day. The common thread? It was all formulaic, it was all repetitive, and it was all missing a genuine human spark. Okay, so this brings us to the real heart of the issue. Why is YouTube doing this, and why now? Let me tell you, this was not a random decision. This is a huge strategic move to protect the entire platform, and it's all being driven by 3 really powerful motivations.
It really just boils down to trust, safety, and fairness. First up, viewers. People are just getting tired of robotic, soulless videos. Second, advertisers. They want to know their ads are running next to quality, human-made content, not some random spam. And third, and this is a big one, YouTube has to protect the real creators, the ones putting in the actual effort, from getting totally drowned out by these automated content farms. It's all about the health of the ecosystem.
And the data on that first point, viewer trust, it is absolutely staggering. Just a couple of years back, 60% of people were excited about AI-created stuff. Fast forward to today, that number has completely tanked. It's down to just 26%. The novelty, it's worn off, and now people are actively looking for that authentic human touch.
Now, if you want to know just how bad the problem was getting before this whole crackdown started, you just have to look at this number, 21%. This number represents a massive, massive failure in YouTube's recommendation algorithm that they absolutely had to fix. So there was this big study by Capwing, and what they found was that for a brand new user on YouTube, 1 out of every 5 shorts they were being recommended was pure AI slop. I mean, imagine that's your first impression of the platform. It was flooding the system, it was ruining the user experience, and it was totally devaluing the work of real creators. YouTube had no choice. They had to act. Okay, so how is YouTube actually enforcing all of this? Let's get practical here. If you want to navigate this new world, you absolutely have to understand the 5 overlapping rules that now control all AI-assisted content on the platform. But first, it's really important to get this. This didn't just happen overnight. This has been building. It actually started pretty quietly way back in July of 2025, when they changed the name of a key policy. Then in November, that big study came out and showed just how big the problem was. By January, the CEO had officially declared war on AI slop, and that led directly to the huge purge in February. Okay, this slide right here, this is your new rulebook. To stay monetized, you have to pass all 5 of these checks. So let's take a second on this. First, inauthentic content. This is the big one. This is their main weapon against that mass-produced stuff with no human touch. Second, reused content. Now this one's different. This stops you from just uploading the same AI video over and over with a new thumbnail. Third, the AI disclosure label. You have to label realistic synthetic content. If you don't, that's a huge red flag. Fourth, advertiser-friendly rules. Your topic still matters a lot. For instance, AI content about sensitive things like health or wellness, that's going to get a lot more scrutiny. And finally, number 5, copyright. You got to be careful here because sometimes AI can spit out stuff that's a little too close to its training data, and that can get you a copyright claim.
So with all of that said, this isn't a story about doom and gloom. Not at all. It's a story about a major course correction. And for creators who are using AI the right way, this is actually a massive, massive opportunity. So let's talk about how to win. So what does winning actually look like now? Well, over on the left, you've got the niches where AI is still crushing it. Things like curated lo-fi music, cinematic scores, commentary channels, stuff that all needs a clear human touch. And on the right, that's the danger zone. Generic top 10 lists, fake voice clones of artists, and just dumping raw, unedited AI music. That stuff is high risk, and it's getting demonetized like crazy.
So what can you do right now to protect your channel? Think of this as your 8-step shield against getting demonetized. And listen, the most important rule here, by far, is number 2. Add a meaningful human layer. That means your voice, your curation, your unique editing style. That's everything. Beyond that, always disclose that you're using AI, make sure every single video is distinct, use original visuals instead of the same old stock loops, and, this is critical, check for copyright claims before you hit publish. Follow these steps and you'll be in a much, much safer place.
And I want to leave you with this one last thought from the AI Impact Summit. It's kind of wild. As AI just gets better and more perfect, that perfection itself might actually become suspicious. Think about it. Those little human flaws, the mistakes we make, the unscripted moments, those might just become our most powerful signs of being real. In a world that's about to be flooded with AI slop, maybe being perfectly imperfect is the ultimate way to win.